Did you know in Moana, when Tamatoa flaunts his treasure in Lolatai, Genie's lamp from Aladdin makes a shiny cameo? Didn't see that coming, did you? Well, Disney and Pixar have been playing a secret game for years, hiding clues, planting Easter eggs, and weaving connections most fans never notice. But here's the crazy part. These aren't just fun little nods. Each one feels like a key, unlocking infinite theories. What if these worlds are all part of the same story? What if the characters we love are connected in ways we've never imagined? Once you see these hidden links, it won't just surprise you, it'll change the way you see Disney and Pixar forever. Pixar packed Luca with clever nods that tie Italian culture to Disney and Pixar history. Early in the story, the boys stumble upon a bulky underwater helmet. To some, it looks like an ordinary relic, but fans of Finding Nemo recognize it immediately. It's a direct copy of Nemo's coral-covered home inside the dentist's aquarium, a perfect link between the two ocean worlds. The references climb higher when Luca imagines taking flight. His contraption is modeled after the designs of Leonardo da Vinci, grounding the scene in Italian invention and artistry. But look closely as he soars. There on the cobblestones bounces a wooden puppet, a cat, and a fox. These companions echo the timeless characters of Pinocchio, another story born from Italian folklore. Including them wasn't random. It anchors Luca in Italy's storytelling tradition while giving Disney fans a nostalgic grin. Even the details inside Julia's room hold surprises. On her shelf rests a small figure of Donald Duck. Quick to miss but unmistakable once spotted, it serves as a classic cameo that bridges Pixar's new adventures with Disney's iconic past. Soul moves so deeply through emotion that it's easy to forget Pixar's habit of hiding visual treasures, but the film is loaded with them. During the subway sequence where 22 occupies Joe's body, the train flashes the number 2319. For fans of Monsters Inc., this code sparks instant recognition. It's the emergency number for child contamination, a playful crossover slipped into New York's everyday chaos. Then there's the Hall of Everything, which almost feels like Disney Pixar's private museum. Scan the shelves and skies and you'll find the Pizza Planet truck parked among artifacts, a giant whale nodding to Finding Nemo, and a jagged rock that ties back to Cars. The Axiom spaceship floats in as a salute to Wally, while Cinderella's castle stands proudly as a Disney signature. The Pixar lamp makes its appearance, Duke Kaboom's stunt bike revs up, and Coco's pyramid with its tram honors Mexican tradition. To top it all off, the whimsical blimp from Up drifts above, completing a showcase of decades of animation. Yet Pixar didn't stop with nostalgia. They reached forward too. In the streets of New York, a poster advertises Visit Porto Rosso. At the time, the location didn't exist in the Pixar library, but 1 year later, Luca placed its story right there, an Easter egg that teased the future before fans even knew to expect it. Here's an interesting fact. Not all Disney Pixar nods point to animation. Sometimes they leap into live-action classics. In The Good Dinosaur, Arlo's rescue by a charging T-Rex is staged in a way that mirrors the iconic scene in Jurassic Park where the massive predator saves the humans. The framing is unmistakable, creating a bridge between blockbuster cinema and family animation. Then comes Ramsey's story. She recalls being trapped, her tail pinned between rocks, with danger rushing toward her. To escape, she bit it off. The harrowing moment parallels 127 Hours, where James Franco's character is forced to sacrifice to survive. Pixar takes inspiration from gritty survival drama, weaving it into their prehistoric tale in a way that adults instantly recognize. During Miguel's adventure in the Land of the Dead, there's a musical contest packed with lively performers. But sharp-eyed fans can spot a rocker wearing none other than Sid's t-shirt from Toy Story. That little skull logo, once terrorizing toys in Andy's room, is now rocking out in skeletal fashion. As Miguel wanders through the streets, spirits rush past glowing posters, and one stands out. A skeletal version of The Incredibles, turning Pixar's favorite superhero family into bony but bold champions of the afterlife. Among these playful nods, Frida Kahlo makes her entrance, stylish as ever, painted in vibrant colors with a surreal flair that stays true to her legacy. Yet the most heartfelt Easter egg isn't a background detail. It's in the credits, where real photos of Pixar's staff's loved ones who have passed away are honored, tying the film's theme of remembrance to the very people who created it. Those shimmering wisps guiding Merida, they're not just fantasy, they draw inspiration from a real-world phenomenon known as bog lights, mysterious glowing orbs that have puzzled travelers for centuries. The stone circle where Merida meets her fate is no random creation either. It's modeled after the Colonnade Stones in Scotland, an ancient site that carries centuries of history and legend, giving the movie a layer of authentic cultural depth. Even the lighter moments carry hidden references. When Merida's mischievous brothers sneak off with armfuls of cookies, it's hard not to think back to Abu the monkey in Aladdin, forever grabbing fruit and snacks, sparking the same blend of chaos and charm. Pixar and Disney animators love to weave threads across films, and Raya and the Lost Dragon is no exception. In the bustling Talon Market, a rooster clucks about that looks awfully familiar. It's Hey Hey from Moana, clueless as always, but impossible to miss. The tavern scene adds even more fun. On one shelf sits Mickey's iconic sorcerer hat from Fantasia, and nearby, a rat chef bears a striking resemblance to Ratatouille's Remy. Moving into Zootopia, at Mystic Springs Oasis, sharp-eyed viewers can spot the animators left some clever nods. On one of the shelves sits Genie's lamp from Aladdin. Again in Moana, when Tamatoa shows off his massive treasure collection in the depths of Lalotai, you can see Genie's lamp if you look closely. The magical Disney artifact that has always been playfully borrowed in other films, connecting the worlds in subtle ways. Back to Zootopia, Flash the Sloth's desk mug, seemingly ordinary, shows up again in Ralph Breaks the Internet. And that's not all. While Ralph's digital world is full of pop culture nods, one of its snow globes contains the icy kingdom of Arendelle from Frozen, tucked away for fans to spot, linking Disney's sprawling universe in clever, blink-and-you-miss-it ways. After Disney acquired Marvel, the hidden nods in Pixar films became even bolder. In Finding Dory, for example, Hank the Octopus honks his truck horn in a pattern that mirrors Captain America's shield, a subtle wink that blends Disney, Pixar, and Marvel into one playful moment. Beyond these pop culture nods, fans have long speculated that all Pixar characters might exist in a shared universe. One tiny but telling piece of evidence appears in Inside Out. Riley, while at the Marine Institute, watches Dory swim among the fish. That brief overlap suggests Pixar loves creating connections, letting characters and worlds brush against each other in clever, almost imperceptible ways. Disney Pixar's knack for interlinking its films continues in Cars 3. Lightning McQueen's teammate, Gabriel, has a heartwarming reaction when he sees footage of Santa Cecilia, the colorful Mexican town from Coco. It's a subtle way of merging two stories released in the same year, showing that even in separate worlds, Pixar's attention to detail ties them together. Another playful reference appears in Sterling's office. Behind the scenes, carefully placed on a shelf, is Cinderella's carriage from the classic Disney film. It sits quietly, almost like a nod to Disney history, as if reminding viewers that while Pixar pushes the boundaries of animation, it also honors the magic that came before. Some Easter eggs recur so frequently in Pixar films that spotting them becomes a game of familiarity. The Pizza Planet truck continues its journey from Toy Story into nearly every major Pixar release, a rolling signature across decades of storytelling. Then there's the Luxo Ball, which first appeared in Pixar's original short film. Its simple yellow and blue design with the red star has popped up repeatedly, often alongside the Luxo Jr. lamp. Pixar's beloved mascot that brings a cheerful presence to the screen. Another enduring nod is the mysterious code A113 tucked away in Luca, The Good Dinosaur, and countless other films. For insiders, it represents the classroom at the California Institute of the Arts where many Pixar animators hone their craft. These recurring motifs connect films, past and present, creating a subtle but rich tapestry that fans can trace from one story to the next. And there you have it. Pixar's magical web of Easter eggs, from Disney classics to future sneak peeks. Some are heartfelt tributes, others just for laughs, but together, they prove Pixar's attention to detail is unmatched. Which Easter egg was your favorite? Did you spot one we missed? Drop it in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more incredible cartoon secrets.